All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for a Monday, Manic Monday, January 24th. Hopefully you have yourself a good start today. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by hockeypicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Sign up today and follow the top scores each and every day right here at hockeypicks.com. Gary Unger is still our leader here at 935. Harold Lakin, Harnett, 904. And there's Teddy Coolman right there at 890. Those are your top three pickers right here at hockeypicks.com. bballpicks.com. Let's take a look at our top scorers right now at bballpicks. It's Tony Clark, 840. Evans B. Michael, 826. And Pele J is at 781. And those are your top three pickers right now at bballpicks.com, hockeypicks.com. And folks, sign up today and follow the top pickers. Good morning. How are you? And how you doing? How was your weekend? It is Monday, I wish it was July, January 24th. It is a pretty cold day here in the nation's capital. In fact, it reached a minus 34 here over the weekend. But today it is minus 24 in Ottawa. It's a overcast day. Maybe sunny in the West End. But hopefully it's sunny where you're at. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Wow, what a treat. As you can see on a thumbnail, Manic Mondays. Time to catch our breath after those 4 great football games over the weekend. And as you know, I only had one selection this weekend. It was the Buffalo Bills. And man, I've been a Buffalo Bills fan since 1990. And it's just, you know, last night watching that game, and when we saw 13 seconds they scored, I said that was it. And then the rest was history, as we know what happened, right? And I just sat there in the chair for like a half hour, just dumbfounded on what happened. And you know, you sit there and you're saying what happened, and you know, what's to blame, who's to blame, who should be fired, and you know what. But then at the end of the day, as a football coach, and I look at the game last night and I said, man, you know what? Take away my personal feelings of being a part of Bills Mafia and Bills a football fan. You just got to tip your hat sometimes to the other team, and you know, Patrick Mahomes and company got the job done where Buffalo fell short. They played. It seems like they played catch up the whole game, and yeah, to me, you get down to the last 13 seconds. You gotta have a plan. Hey, like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, we got punched in the mouth pretty good last night in Kansas City at Arrowhead with 13 seconds left to go. And you know what? I'll leave the armchair quarterbacks to figure out what coulda, woulda, shoulda, and how they should have done it. At the end of the day, you tip your hat to Kansas City. And they got the job done, and that's why you play 60 minutes each and every day of football. And the Kansas City Chiefs played 60 minutes last night, where the Buffalo Bills played 59 minutes and 47 seconds. So you got to play 60 minutes of football if you want to get that W. And man, it was a sucker punch. I'll be honest. When they scored that touchdown to go up, I said, that's it. We get Cincinnati at home, and man, let's go. And then, looking at the game, when I was looking at the scenarios playing out, and I'm saying, okay, so Buffalo, if they can win, who they face between the Rams and the 49ers, and then Cincinnati's going to play Kansas City or the Buffalo Bills. And then when I saw last night, I said, okay, if Cincinnati makes it, who did they play in their Super Bowl? Was it San Francisco? It's just one of those things that made me think. I'm going like a history buff. Who did Cincinnati play in their Super Bowl? I don't know if they won or lost when Kenny Anderson was the quarterback. Was it San Francisco? And I'm saying, man, why am I getting these flashbacks right here of, and that's one thing I always do. I like to play storylines, and I was saying, don't tell me we're going to get, because think of the storyline when the opening happens. Back in the 80s, Cincinnati played the 49ers. But anyway, for some reason, I was just thinking of those flashbacks, and I said, nope. Hey, we're going to play, Buffalo's going to play somebody, either the Rams or the 49ers. But sure enough, one thing also looking at that game last night, and they were talking about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and I said, oh no. Don't tell me this is our Brady Manning and Josh Allen's going to be our Manning, right? Or Tom Brady just goes on Patrick Mahomes and wins all these Super Bowls. But yeah, you know what? Peyton Manning does have a couple of Super Bowls, so we'll take that. Anyway, good football weekend. Hopefully it was a good weekend for you. You know, the basketball was okay. The hockey was good. And yeah, so love to hear how you guys are doing right now, how you're feeling, Bills Mafia. Trust me, I feel your pain. I'm right there with you. You know, company likes misery, and we're reuniting today at the Raymond Report at the Breakfast Club. All right, I see a lot of ramblers, gamblers, and tumblers stumbling into the bullpen. You got Eddie O, first one in. How you doing, Eddie? Good morning. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I feel bad for the Bills organization and fans today because of the NFL overtime rules. Hey, you know what? You can't cry over spilled milk. Like I just talked about it. It is what it is. You just gotta win the coin toss. That's the only difference. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, Eddie. Sniper's in the house. Good morning, Sniper. I'm seeing all kinds of memes. That's people are suggesting jump ball being a better option. My answer is to play defense, says Mark Nations. Yeah, play defense. But the thing is, both defense were gassed. You know, when you're going up and down the field and you're asking, 300-pound linemen to, go up and down and do a pass rush. Yeah, they're pretty gassed in the fourth quarter, right? Yeah, that was, that was Ali Fraser last night. That's probably the best way to sum it up. That was Ali Fraser at Arrowhead. And unfortunately for Bills fans like us, or if you're a Chiefs fan, you're smiling like a butcher's dog. But if you are a fan of the Buffalo Bills, man, 4 years of going to the Super Bowl wasn't enough. We got to go through that too last night. That was awful. All right, let me see who else. Gloria K. Good morning, Gloria K. The Breakfast Club peeps. She's the one who started this name here. So good morning, Gloria K. from Chicago. Johnny Presco. How you doing, John? Sorry, guys, I'm late. What a game. And Yolioso's in the house. Good morning, Yolioso. Go Niners. Yeah, he's from California. So you know what? When I saw earlier last week that when I saw that Aaron Rodgers was 0-3 against San Fran, right there I knew there was a bit of a doubt, right? It plants a seed of doubt. Anytime you see a team, a player has especially a player like the caliber of Aaron Rodgers, who has difficulty beating one team, you hope it doesn't play out, but it sure did this weekend. Don't worry, Coach. No one is chopped as Rodgers right now. Chapped as Rodgers right now. He is one pissed dude. Yeah, Aaron. You know what? I don't know what happened to Aaron Rodgers the last couple of years, but he seems pissy. Like he just seems like he's in a pissy mood all the time, or somebody pissed in his cornflakes a few times, and just I don't know. There's something that happened to him, like it just got salty all of a sudden, right? It's not the same. Put her in the old Vice kid, Brett Favre. Remember that video when Brett Favre said, "Hey, put her in the old Vice kid." Yeah, we need sometimes in life you got to go back to being a kid sometimes, right? And have fun in life, because if you don't have fun in life and you don't have fun in whatever you're doing, you become salty, you become isolated, you don't want to be around people. And the thing I always say, you got to be rich in friends, right? Be rich in friends, be around good people, and don't be salty, right? Don't be salty in life. Life's too short. Enjoy the moment. Speaking of life too short, rest in peace, Meatloaf. Man, classic rock guy like I am, wearing my Iron Maiden t-shirt. Like when I saw that this weekend, I was kind of sad. Some great Meatloaf songs. So rest in peace, Meatloaf. And man, it's rock and roll is taking a hit these days, right? All right, so let's take a look at the schedule today. We're going to take a look at what we got going. And we got a pretty good schedule for you guys here today. I'm going to give you the SBI, some horse racing tips. I'm going to go this weekend. If you see here on the front page, if you go to the Raymond Report and the hockey and the basketball, I'm going to show you, hey, and this is where, when you come for the rants, right? Hey, we promote the coffee, but you come for the rants. But I'm going to show you why are you infatuated with the price or win percentage. And I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes on what what gamblers, what they fall in love with, deterrence in the sports betting markets. And think about this. Think about the price and think about win percentage. Which one would you rather, and here's probably the question of the day. What would you rather base your opinion on or your bet on? The price or the win percentage? So something to chew on right there, and I'll get into that in just a few minutes, because that's what we do here at the Raymond Report. We challenge you each and every morning to think about what you're doing as a sports bettor, and y'all know hey, I sound like someone from the South right there. Y'all know what the objective is here. Hey, I just went Brian Kelly on you guys there at LSU. Hey, my new I just went Brian Kelly on you guys there in the South, Mark Nations. Hey, you like that? You like my Brian Kelly impression? Y'all know. But y'all know what our objective here at the Ram Report. Get you to the winner's circle. So this way you make a cash out Monday. And today is Monday. And we want to know who is cashing out. Be rich and friends. Absolutely. That's the that's one of my rules of life. Be rich and friends. You can have all the money in the world. You can have every Lamborghinis parked in your laneway. You can have the mansion in the Hamptons. But if you're not rich and friends, you are poor in life. Hey, put that in a thumbnail somewhere. All right, let me see here. What else we got going on? No way, Bills don't win that game. 13 seconds says, who's Mizzou's in the house? How you doing, who's Mizzou? Hey, just lost my my voice there. Gloria K. Roger needs a haircut. Hey, speaking of haircut, I got one this weekend. I was getting my hair gets too long on the sides, and truth be told, I hate the gray, so I got to go cut those grays. But I feel like $1 million that I got my haircut. Are you guys like me? When you get your haircut, you feel like $1 million. That's what I told my barber yesterday. I said, give me the number ones and trimmer on the top. I said, I'm looking too much like the party animal these days. I said, I need to go back to my military days and give me the old Clippers number one and make me feel like $1 million. And I do feel like $1 million here on a Monday morning because I got all you guys here with me in the bullpen party, right? That's what we call our chat room. We're going to party in the bullpen, and hopefully you guys will you'll join us here today. All right, let's go to the free tip sheet of the day for horse racing, because we like to feed the ponies here once in a while. And let's go to the free tip sheet of the day is Parks Racing. And today at Parks Racing, we'll just wait for this to load up. It's 12:25 post time today at Parks, and you can get all the races for free right here at atsstats.com. If you like horse racing, we got a tip sheet on every track available in North America. And folks, that comes with your membership right here at atsstats.com. All right, let's go to the SBI, the Sports Betting Index. And this is what I call we're like the CNBC of sports betting. We look at the betting markets like these. I don't even know if I should talk about the stock markets today because it's as a good U2 song. It's Sunday Bloody Sunday, but it's on a Monday, and it's really bloody out there. But you know what? Let me give you a little bit of advice. Turn off CNBC, turn off all the charts, and just focus on having a good cup of coffee, a good lunch, a good meal, and zoom out, right? That's the number one rule. When there's bloods in the street, you got to zoom out because, it won't last long. Thank you for all you do here, says Larry Lyman. Hey, thank you, Larry, for posting that, and I appreciate you posting that. And that's what, that's what I love. I love when people come in and show appreciation, and I appreciate everybody who makes comments, good or bad. I do have my my non-fans, but that's okay. Not too many of them. But you can't be like, I'm not a politician. My objective is not to split the room, right? I don't want half the people liking me and half the people hating me. I'm just here to do a job and help you guys get to the winner's circle. All right, let's take a look at the SBI, the Sports Betting Index for the NBA, and let's take a look at the last 7 days on the Sports Betting Index in the NBA. And this is why, folks, I'm going to show you the numbers. I've crunched the numbers on Saturday. That's my new thing now. On the weekend, I do all my research because I'm not doing a show, and I'm going to come up with some good findings for you guys. I can't give you the pearls every day, right? I can't go fishing for pearls every day. I do my pearl fishing on the weekend, and that's why I bring you pearls on Monday, right? As my good friend Greg Dempson says, Ronnie, you can be a Nobel Peace Prize winner, but if you don't give them the pearls, they don't give a crap about you. So find the pearls, and let's give them the pearls. All right. Look at that, 70.1% on the 7-day average when it comes to betting the NBA, 39.9. Tell me again why we want to bet the point spread when it comes to NBA, unless you're betting underdogs, and then you're doing all right, right? But underdogs don't always win the day. 60.1, and if you look at the year, 50-50, right? 50-50 when it comes to the point spread on the year, and look at the favorites on the year, 67.1. Ask yourself this one question. Would you rather be a 67.1% winner or a 50% winner betting favorites or underdogs, right? You just got to wait for the right moment, the right team, the right home or road underdog or favorite, and then you bet those. And look at that, the favorites. Tell me again why you want to bet favorites, underdogs, when they're only winning 33% of their games straight up, right? One of the rules of thumbs in handicapping is, the mindset is you want to bet on the team that you think that can win either straight up or against the spread, right? Well, underdogs are only winning 33%, so that's not a good bet in my books. Looking at the 7-day average, 44.4% of the overs have come in, 55.6. And let's take a look at the NHL over the weekend and the Betman circuit. Let's see how the favorites are doing. 65.1% the last 7 days, 35.1 to the underdogs. On the puck line, a little bit opposite, 63 on the puck line. Did you notice this weekend I gave a hockey pick on Winnipeg plus 1.5 against the Boston Bruins? And I was sitting there watching the game on Saturday, and I completely forgot it was the puck line that I bet. When you get to 53, sometimes you forget a few things, right? I wouldn't say it's a senior moment because I'm not 65 yet, but maybe a 50 moment, right? So I'm watching the game, and I see that, Winnipeg blew the lead, and then Pasternak, one-timer, third period, puts it by Hellebuck. They go on to win the game 3-2, and I'm pissed off, right? I'm like, crap. And then that night, I go check my bookmaker account, and I'm saying, oh, wow, I'm up. Why am I up? And then I said, oh, crap, I had the puck line. That's right. So, a little delayed reaction. Hey, remember last week I was telling you guys, when somebody scores a goal in overtime, but it goes to the booth review, and then you lose that euphoria of the goal where everybody's excited. And then when the ref comes up and he goes, good goal, it's like, who cares? The moment's gone. Yeah, you stole my moment. I felt like that on Saturday night when I won that Winnipeg the Jet game, right? Stole my moment. But, so I was happy with that. Had the LA Kings. NBA this weekend, not that great. NHL, pretty good. I had went 2-1 overall in the weekend. I had LA Kings yesterday. All right, so the over in the 7-day average, 50-50, right? Good old Seinfeld, 50 even Steven right there. So, guys, keep an eye out on, let me see here, 63.2% NHL on the year, and we're at 65.1. So, pretty comparable when you are betting into the numbers. Now, here's what I'm going to show you guys right now. So, if you go to the NBA, let's go to LeBron and Kawhi. Speaking of Kawhi, hey, hopefully his knee heals out pretty good. So, what I did in the Raymond report, I'm always talking. That happens to me too, says Gloria K. Absolutely. Terrell Owens finally made the catch 2 in 98, beat the Packers. Favre owned us like Rodgers owned the Bears. Yeah, owns the Chiefs, right? Think about what it would take to split that 50-50 for the year. That should be nearly impossible. All right, so let's take a look at this. So, in the Raymond report, I always talk about my A, B, and C type teams. In fact, let me bring one screen over here, and let me go to the tools, ATS standings, and I'm going to do a comparison. I'm going to show you guys something. Let's go to NBA first. So, in the Raymond report, I'm always talking about the A, B, and C type teams. A type teams are teams above 60% in the standings. B are 50 to 59.9, and C type teams, teams below 500, right? So those A, B, and C. Now, if you look at right here, what I did is this is until Saturday, okay? So until this is, I did this on Saturday, so yesterday, Saturday and Sunday's games are not included if you're doing the math at home. Now, here's the Phoenix Suns, Golden State, Memphis, Utah, Miami, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Chicago. Those are your top 8 teams right now in the NBA. Those are teams above 60%. Combined, they have a home record of 125 and 57 for 68%. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Let me just shut my phone here. Hey, I owe a buck to the kitty here. Eh? Every time the phone goes off in a meeting, you're supposed to put a buck or something. Hey, not too many employees here these days, only me. But all right, so you got 8 teams right here. Home team record of those 8 teams, 68.6. Look at the road record, 64.6. So 10 wins less than the home teams, right? So guys, and this is why I said at the beginning of the show, right? Are you infatuated with the win percentage or are you infatuated with pricing, right? And this is why I bet straight up on money lines when it comes to the NBA. Anything that's minus like five are getting close to 200, right? I don't think I'm gonna lay. I'm not gonna bet minus 200, but I will lay 170, 180 at some point. But here's the thing, all right? So just stay with me right here. normally these teams here on the money line, depending who they're playing, an A, B, or C type teams, if you can get them at home, man, you got a 68.6% chance of winning, all depending on who they play. And if they're playing the A type teams, it's going to be fair market value. You're going to get a good price, but you just got to, it's gambling. You play the percentages, right? Shop for value, play the percentages, and the performance cycles, right? You got to look for cycles. This is part of the cycles. Now look at the B type teams. Look at the big difference. A 10% difference when it comes to those B type teams at home. They win 58.8% of their games and 50.2% on the road. That's a 14% difference when you're betting the A-type teams on the road. So if I'm betting Phoenix, Golden State, Memphis, Utah, Miami, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Chicago on the road, 64.6. And if I'm betting on Cleveland, Dallas, Sixers, Hornets, Celtics, Nuggets, Wizards, and Raptors on the road, 50-50 chance, right? So an 8.6% difference compared to, basically it's almost the same thing, right? We're talking a 2% difference when you come to it's a 4% difference right here, 68.6, 64.6. So that's a 4-point difference, not a 2. All right, now let's take a look at and here's why I say, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, and you guys are probably saying it before me. I never bet on C-type teams, and here's the proof is in the pudding. Why am I going to put my hard-earned money and trust a team that don't even want to get to 500? And I'm talking about the Lakers, Timberwolves, Knicks, Clippers, Hawks, Trailblazers, Kings, Pelicans, Spurs, Pacers, Rockets, Thunder, Pistons, and Magic. If you eliminate, see, I'm getting so happy, I'm drooling here. If you just eliminate all these teams from your betting board and you just cut the board in half, you're going to have a better chance of making some money in the long run, right? If you're betting short run, then you're betting C on C-type crime. Yeah, you might get lucky and win those bets. But these C-type teams, look at their home record, 38%, but look at the road record, 26.2%. And this is why I say all the time, are you infatuated with the win percentage, or are you infatuated with the price, right? If you like the win percentage, just understand that the higher the win percentage, the higher the price is going to be, right? On some of these teams depending on who they're playing. So it's really hard to win at sports betting. This is why the bookmakers, and I say it all the time, less is more. If you can just have a less is more philosophy and pick your spots, A, B type teams, and you'll have a better success betting win percentage wise on those home teams. Like I'm talking 68, 50%. And look at this. So if I look at all the teams here, look at the point spread record on these teams. Like Phoenix, 14-8. Golden State, 10-11. I wish I had the percentage. Memphis, all right. Memphis, wrong. I'm looking at the wrong one right here. All right, home teams. So look at home teams. 17-5, 10-12. 19-4 straight up, 16-7. Pretty good. 17-9, 15-11. All right, that's not too bad. Utah, 14-9, 8-15. Miami, 15-5, 11-9. Brooklyn, 12-11. Look at this, 6-17. Milwaukee, 5-8, 9-14. And Chicago, 16-6, 14-8. So this is why, folks, the point spread, I say it all the time. If you're trying to bet and make money at sports betting, if you're taking favorites, especially those high favorites of -6, -8, -9, you got to win and cover the spread. That, my friend, is called a two-team parlay right there in my books. And if you're betting the underdogs, you just got to wait for the right spot. But understand, understand if you're taking the underdogs, they don't win at a high rate, 50%, right, on the year, 50-50. I don't want 50-50 odds. I want to make sure that I'm spending my money and knowing what my risk tolerance, and there's another key word I'm going to talk about. What is your risk tolerance level? If it's 50-50, fire away. If your risk tolerance level is not 50-50 and it's more 60-40, 70-30, then you're probably leaning more towards the favorites to making a profit, right? All right, so that is the NBA. I'm talking money line only. This is only money line. Now let's go to the NHL, and you're going to see the NHL is not as lucrative as the NBA. In fact, let me go right here to the Sidney Crosby picture right here. All right, so here's your A-type teams. In fact, it is. The big difference is the road teams. So let me bring up another sheet right here. Let me just bring it so I can do a quick comparison. Oops, wrong one. All right, so I used to say these things in meetings with the players. Clap. I always say, give me 2 if you're still with me, right? And the players would normally clap. 1, 2. Hey, I got to do it with you guys, eh? You guys call this a Raymond Report University, so give me 2 if you're still with me in the chat room right there, right? All right, let's go back to the right here. So we'll do a little bit of a quick comparison. So 68 and 64%, and you know what? 68 and 64 on the A-type teams in the NBA to win straight up. That's pretty good. But look at the NHL. 72 and 59. We're talking a 12.7% difference, right? 12.7% difference. But look at those A-type teams. Now, here's the good news, bad news. The good clap, clap. Nice. Thank you, Mark Nations. Hey, I should do that, right? If you're with me, give me 2, and everybody just goes to clap, clap. Or there's an icon to clap, clap. Stumbling in Good Morning Breakfast Club says ball cash. All right, so look at this. So the clap, clap, Chico, right on. Hey, I always say, right? Anytime you're part of a team or you're in the military, you always feel like you're part of the a team of something. There we go. Some more clapping. Hey, if you're with me, give me 2. One of our things, I know I'm getting off track here. One of our call signs as our football team is, sometimes you get you want to pump them up before practice. And I always say, if you're with me, give me 2. And then they're like this, Ric Flair, and then they go, woo, and I go tick, 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 and then we all go boom. It was, we got that on our rings. I'll show you one of our rings. We got that, so we call it the Ric Flair 2, right? So if you're with me, give me 2. Ric Flair, woo, and I go tick, 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 and they all go boom. And if you're part of a football or hockey, or you get it, right? All right, so you guys get that. So I see all the clapping. So, hey, if you're with me, give me 2, and I see all the clapping. So I love it. Hey, this is how you bring football to the sports betting community. All right, so now I'm all jacked up. I want to go, I want to put on the equipment. All right, so Florida Panthers and Colorado, Toronto, Tampa Bay, Boston, Carolina, Minnesota, New York, and Pittsburgh. Good news is these home teams win 72%. The bad news is you're going to need a loan to make a bet on these games because we're talking about minus 200, minus 300, we saw a minus 600 last week. And man, it's tough. It's tough to make a buck with these home teams in the A-type teams, right? Now, take a look at the B-type teams. Not bad. And you know what? The price, what was that movie last week we talked about with Adam Sandler? It was not Tin Cup. It was the other one. The Bob Barker. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. All these B-type teams, 57.3%. And the price of these teams, the price could be right? The price could be a little bit better. St. Louis, Dallas, LA, Vegas, Nashville, San Jose, Washington, Edmonton, Calgary. Those are your teams that normally and typically you'll probably get a good price. You'll probably get a good price with these type teams at home, and they win 57.3% of their games. And one thing I've noticed, I wrote down the little average right here. You see I have 105 and I got 11.6. When you average out the wins, it's 11.6. Now, what I do is I'll take a look at all the teams that have a win percentage above 11, and then I say, you know what? Maybe these are teams I can trust, right? It's about trust factor. And maybe these are the teams you can trust. And look at the road teams on these teams, only 50%. Hey, even Steven, what do I say about the NBA teams, the B-type teams? 50%. It's just amazing where the balance always shows up in those B-type teams. Hey, guys, it's just absolutely unbelievable. It's unbelievable how these teams show up at 50%. And then your disinterested, your C-type teams, they have a win percentage of 43%. A little bit better than the NBA teams. Look at the NBA teams at home, 38, 26 on the road. While NHL C-type teams, combined record of 31.6 on the road. So, bringing the pearls, baby. Happy Gilmore. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. Bringing the pearls here on a super Manic Monday. A down Manic Monday since our Bills lost. But this is why you come for the show, right? You come for the pearls. Hey, you come for the pearls. So if you learned anything from this here today, guys, where you're going to make money in sports betting is your B-type teams. Hopefully you get them in a neutral cycle, and I'll get to that in another video. B-type teams, neutral cycle, home or away, right? Home or away. That's where I think you're going to marry percentage play with the price, and I think you will get, hopefully a good result. Because at the end of the day, think about this. If you're betting on C-type teams at home, you got a 43% chance of winning your bet if you're playing money line straight up. Now, if you're playing on the road, it's even worse, 31.6. So something to chew on when you're betting on these teams, right? So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed that little rant, hit the like button. And if you're with me, give me 2. Hey, now that I got that going, I'm going to start doing that on the show now. Hey, just like Bien Trabajo, I'm ready to run through the tunnel. Yes, coach, getting the bullpen riled up. Love it on a Monday. And Bien's a ex-football player, so he gets it, right? And you know what? You don't need to be an ex-football player. You just need to be, somebody who enjoys life, right? Enjoy life, and let's get that cash on a Monday. Let's hopefully make it a cash out Monday. All right, let's take a look at what we got on deck right now. And we gave horse racing. The risk tolerance level is a big one. I'll do another video on that maybe next Monday. Let's get to the NBA games. Only 4 NBA games here today. And again, the way I'm changing things up, right? So what I'm doing now is I'm going to bring the, I'm doing videos in the morning. That's why the show is a bit later. I'm doing isolated videos in the morning on every game. I'm giving you guys a computer pick, a little bit of a rant on every game. And let me get a Ric Flair. Woo! There you go. Hey, if you're with me, give me 2. Ric Flair. Woo! Tick, tick, tick. Boom. Hey, all my football team are probably watching that now. They're playing, hey, coach, you brought our cheers to the show. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's get to the, let's go to NBA right here. Let's go to the NBA. Let's go to the PVV, the percentage and value play, right? So the VPP, sorry, value and percentage play. And what we do now is I'm going to show you, and we chatted a little bit on Friday there, Sniper, and I think people love this format a little bit better because I'm going to handicap the games in the NBA, NHL, like I do every day, and I'm going to let you know what game I'm looking at, what game I'm not touching, and I'll tell you why I will not touch that game, and I'll give you some of the tips that I do and picking my games. All right, let's go to game number 1. Now, if you want to get this chart at the website, you go to NBA, go look for the daily VPP, value and percentage play, and then you scroll down. C against an A, you got New York against Cleveland. Now, Cleveland is in a bullish cycle for 12 days. New York is neutral cycle for 8 days. And here's the thing. Right away, with the money management system that I have right here, so if you go to the tools and you go to ATS tutorials, and you scroll right down, there's my money management system, right here. A, B, and C, depending on the cycle they're in, and the units I would recommend. Any team that is bearish, that is either 2-5, 1-6, or 0-7 in the last 7 games, I'm not touching those games. My risk tolerance level, I don't have an appetite for that. I just don't have an appetite for bearish teams, right? I want to bet on teams that are neutral or bullish. And depending on the cycle they're in, and you'll see if you go by my bet recommendation, it's a great money management system that's going to keep you in the game. I was talking to a friend over the weekend, and we're talking about the industry. And I said, you know what's happening in the industry right now? I said, we're not educating the public enough on sports betting. I said, if you put 100 players in a room, I guarantee you, and I guarantee you, put 100 players in a room, tell them all to put $100 in an account. I'll dollars to donuts. 97%, 97 players will be broke in 2 weeks. They'll be back to zero. Only 3% will make a profit, or they'll keep betting, right? And if you think about it, if people are not think how hard. And I'll ask you this question like I do every week. When was the last time you cashed out? Think about that. When was the last time did you cash out? And when was the last time you put money into your bookmaker, or your bookie, or your out, or your local, or wherever you're wagering? Are you putting more money into your account than taking out? If you are not taking out, you're doing something wrong, because the objective of the sports betting is you gotta have your objective, right? If your objective is just to lose money, have fun, go at it. Then we're totally two different people. Because my objective is to make money, have fun doing it though. I want to have fun doing it, but again, just understand that it's hard to make a living in sports betting and just making money being a professional bettor, right? There's a small percentage of the people who can take that job path. All right, so looking at New York against Cleveland. First thing I do right now when I look at Cleveland, I go to my bookmaker account, and I want to take the latest line. Because I see -6 and a -256, I won't lay 6 points. I won't lay on favorites. I'll take the Geico insurance, and I'll take the +6. If everything else my indicators point out, then I will take it. But I won't lay 6. So right away, I put a cross on the 2 right here, right over here on the 2. And I don't touch Cleveland, even though I do like Cleveland in this spot. But do they win by 6? And I see a 29% chance of winning for New York, 72 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 103.97 is my final, so I do have the line on my forecast at 6 points. So right now, I'm probably leaning towards the New York Knicks and Cleveland, even though when we look at Cleveland, let me go to my forecast. Let me go to my rain report. And let me go here. And I think Cleveland is 3-7. I thought they lost their last 5 against the point spread or something like that. Let me take a look right here. Cleveland 13-9 on the money line, says John. All right, they're 7-3 in their last 10. Lost their last 2 against the point spread, right? So looking at New York right now, how do they do in this building in Cleveland? Not bad. 5-5 straight up and against the point spread. So right now I do have an early lean on Cleveland. Chicago taking on Oklahoma because both teams are bearish. Right there, I won't touch this game, and that's the rule, right? Again, guys, you can have like 100 games of college basketball, 11 games in the NBA. If you don't have a process of elimination of knowing which game to bet on, then not every game is a Picasso. And the thing is, you need a process of elimination. Anytime I see a 0 on my money management, I just skip that game. Indiana won't touch that game. New Orleans, a C-type team, -3. They're in the neutral cycle. 109-108 is my forecast. And again, because the numbers tell me right here, let me go back over here. And New Orleans, a 38% chance of winning, a C-type team. I don't like that win percentage. Where's New Orleans? Right here. 10-11 at home this year. Not a great, but you got C on C-type crime. You got a Pacers team who did pretty good last week in California, right? They got a win against Golden State and Lakers, was it? And then they lost to the Clippers. So you do have, a little bit, if you think of that, the long road trip, right? But you got New Orleans on a 17-day neutral cycle. I do have a small lean right now on New Orleans. So New Orleans, New York right now. So New York +6, New Orleans on the money line. Again, I'm not going to lay -3. I'd rather take the money line on New Orleans. It's at 150? I'll do it for hockey and baseball. Why not basketball? And then Utah, I won't touch Utah because my money management system says it's not a good recommendation. On the chance of winning the game, the 9. Because it's 9 and the money line is stupid too, I won't touch that game. What's the money line on Phoenix? 394. So I'm not touching that game. So I only got 2 games that I'm considering tonight. And because they are C-type teams, so I got a C in New York and I got a C in New Orleans. What does that tell you? Beer and money pizza, right? If they were a B and an A, then I would put more serious money. But because they're a C and because New York's a C, then it's beer and pizza money. And that is, my friends, the Rain Report system in a nutshell. And again, when you look at the C, the A, and the neutrals, the bullish, that take care of, you hear people talking about all the time, they're averaging 75 points a game or against, or 110 points against, 102-4. They're on a 6-game win streak. They've won 3 of the last 4. The cycle will tell me all that stuff. And this year, the grade will tell me what their scoring average is. Go find the less is more theory. And by, instead of going handicapping, New York on the road as an underdog, average this many points a game. That my friend, it will just lead to more confusion, right? As a good Genesis song, the land of confusion. Hey, we don't want the land of confusion. We want Moneyball. Hey, we want to get to the winner's circle. All right, so I do like New York and the Pelicans tonight. Pelicans money line, New York +6. Those are my early leans in the NBA. All right, let's go to NHL. Let's take a look at the National Hockey League, and let's take a look at what we got here tonight. And how we doing on time there, Sniper? 30. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. See, this is a quicker way to handicap instead of going through every game. If you want my computer picks, guys, go to my YouTube channel. I got a computer preview and prediction on every game that you can get right there on the YouTube channel. All right, if you're with me, give me 2. Hey, I got to find a clapper. All right, so LA against the Rangers. So let's go to my money management system. Yeah, that's the way too much underdog. I didn't even check. Says Gloria K. All right, so let me see. They would need 78 point. The chance of winning in this position is 72.3, so that should cover the value, says Sniper. All right, so you got the Kings taking on the Rangers. Now, LA winning last night against New Jersey. And, that's the reason why I took the Kings last night. New Jersey beat Carolina the night before. I knew this would be a flat spot for them last night. And we sweated out a bit, but we got the win in the third. Rangers playing 3 games in 4 nights. They're bullish. And let me see, neutral for LA. And looking at the chances of winning, 37.5, 58.09 for the Rangers. And looking at the confidence level, 71. You know what? These are 2 good teams right now. In a cycle that I'm liking. I like the Rangers. I don't like the 161. LA, not a bad price, and we saw it with our rain report. Let me see those road teams, 50%, right? So when you look at this chart right here, Rangers part of this club right here, the 72% club. They are 11-5 on the year, where the Kings 8-9 right now. 50% chance of covering, 72%. But to me, now it comes down to the other checklist. And here's the thing. Tomorrow's homework for you guys is I'm going to ask you guys for your checklist. And when we do this, then you got to go to your checklist. And my checklist is, all right, do we have a letdown situation? Do we have a look ahead situation? Do we have a 3 games in 4 night, days of rest, right? Those are some of my checklists. Player availability. And those are my checklists. And I'm going to ask you guys tomorrow. And that'll be part of my one of my tasks tomorrow to show you some of my checklists. Now, Rangers tonight, if Igor Shesterkin is between the pipes, then I'm probably gonna lean with the Rangers in this one. The one thing the LA Kings. Let me check out the Kings here for tonight. I don't think they've done well in this building. This is a tough spot. This is a tough spot for the LA Kings. In fact, let me go here. And let me see the New York. Let me go to my calculator right here. New York Rangers at home or in total against B-type teams. What's their record? 7-3. Wow, 7-3 overall against B-type teams. I do like the Rangers here tonight, guys. When I look at the Rangers, they are 12-5 at home, while LA is 8-9. And you got a B against an A. Rangers are let me see here, 7-3 against those A-type teams. Sorry, no. 7-3, and then the LA Kings against A-type teams, 8-11. I do have a small lean right now on the Rangers. All right, Vegas taking on Washington. This is the game of the night because Vegas is in a bear cycle. You know my rule; I don't touch that game right now because they're just not they're not in a trustable, and my risk tolerance is not manageable. I don't have any risk tolerance level for Vegas right now because of the cycle they're in. And Washington, looking at their neutral 2, and for the Washington Capitals, they are 12-10 at home, and against those B-type teams, 7-6. This is a pretty balanced game. I wish Vegas was in a better cycle, but I probably have to lean with the Washington Capitals right now, and I don't think Vegas has done well in this building. I think they're like 1-4 when it comes to playing at Capital One Arena. I just locked in Cleveland. A money line, says Sniper. All right, my book has minus 235. Yeah, that's too expensive for my book. And the thing is, and this is where I'm going. So somebody just wrote in the forum, they like Cleveland on the money line, but the percentage play is there, but the money line is not. I think 235 is a bit too expensive, but you do have a 73% chance of winning that bet, right? All right, so let's take a look here at Vegas on the 1-4 at Madison Square Garden in their early existence. All right, Dallas against the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm not touching the Flyers. I said this morning in my show, doing the preview on this game, I think Philly's going to shake things up. I think there's when you've been doing this long as I have, and you've seen a team spiraling and spiraling and spiraling down, you want to bet against these teams because nothing's going to take this team out of the rut they're in until there's a major shakeup. Now, you already fired their coach. I think the next shoe to fall is you got to get I think you're in a rebuild right now for Philly. I don't know if Carter Hart's the guy. He's still young. They're going to give him time to analyze his performance. But I think you got to start thinking about moving Giroux or Courtier. I think you move Giroux, and you know what? Give the guy a chance to go win a Stanley Cup somewhere. I was thinking over the weekend, where would be a great spot for Claude Giroux? Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay would be a great, or Florida, for Claude Giroux to go. Or maybe Carolina. Maybe Carolina would be a great spot for Claude Giroux, but the thing is, you got to give up something really good to get Claude Giroux. All right, so I don't like Philadelphia. I don't like Dallas. I'll tell you why. 6-13 away from home, 14-5 on the road, and they're only, let me see, well, you know what? 10-5 against C-type teams, and the price, it's just $167 for a C-type team. The bookmakers are telling you right now, this line is, they know people are going to bet Dallas because when you're sucking as bad as Philly right now, people are going to take the Stars, and I think the Stars are the play, but I don't know if I want to lay 167. Anaheim taking on Boston. I'm not touching the Ducks because they are in a bad cycle. Boston minus 263, not laying that, so we'll go to the next game. Montreal, Minnesota, put another X-nay on those two teams. I'm not betting Montreal because they're horrible right now. In fact, 3-21 on the road and 1-10 against A-type teams. And even though they gave Colorado all they can muster up on the weekend, ain't doing it. Montreal, Minnesota, 357, ain't happening. St. Louis, Calgary. Now here's an interesting game here tonight between the Blues, les Blues de Saint Louis, against the Flames of Calgary. Calgary putting a 0 on them. I don't trust them right now. I don't have the risk tolerance level to stomach Calgary Flames. Coming off a loss to the Battle of Alberta on the weekend against Edmonton. And maybe a 1, what's the line? Maybe St. Louis. I think St. Louis might be worth a look here, even though my percentage play is not high at 16%. You know what? Bullish 17 days. I might take a flyer here on the Blues. I'll just put a little check mark. So right now I'm leaning. Let me see. Okay, one more game. I got Chicago against Colorado. I'm not laying 312, so we can put an X right there. And Chicago, C-type team, neutral. Whew. You know what? I like this Chicago team. I just wish they were just a little more consistent. 7-15, 3-game losing streak. They are neutral. So they are neutral, and if you do have a risk tolerance level, good news, bad news. The good news is, Colorado struggled against Montreal on the weekend. And normally when teams like that struggle against the bad teams, they play down to their level, right? So I'm going to have to do more handicapping on this game between Chicago and Colorado. Marc-Andre Fleury was pulled in his last game. Now, when Flower gets pulled in the last game, you know he's going to show up next game. I think you might want to give Chicago on the puck line. I think Chicago puck line, let me check it out here. Let me see, NHL. Where's my hockey? NHL. Puck line, Chicago. Yeah, you know what? Plus 1.5, plus 112. I like it. I like the puck line on Chicago. I'll put a plus right there. All right, so right now, the games that I'm handicapping, that I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards the New York Rangers, Washington. I'm not touching Dallas. St. Louis, I'll have to give another look. And Chicago in the puck line. Those are the games. Obviously, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 games. I'm not betting 4 games. I'll probably come down to 2, 3 at the very most. But right now, I'm leaning, strongly leaning towards the Washington. It's probably one of my top plays, and maybe St. Louis. Maybe St. Louis plus 135. But the thing is with St. Louis, 9-10 on the road, and against B-type teams, they are 7-4. Yeah, you know what? St. Louis looks pretty good. So does Washington. I just wish the Ranger game was a little bit cheaper. I just wish the Ranger game was a bit cheaper. Yeah, pizza money line parlay, coach. Whatever we need. Yeah, there you go. There's your pizza parlay of the night. Pizza money parlay of the night. You might want to go Rangers, Washington, St. Louis, and the puck line on the Chicago Blackhawks. And when I say beer and pizza money, I'm talking like $5-10, right? If that's your beer and pizza money, $20 my beer and pizza money normally. And hey, you know what? Let me see what that would pay off. Let me see. Check it out at Bookmaker. So let's say if I put Rangers, let me change that to a little parlay right there. Washington. Let's do St. Louis. You know what? How about St. Louis on the? Yeah, we'll go straight up. I'll try the St. Louis and then Chicago on the puck line. And let's say we do a $20 parlay on that. Pays $143. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, that's why we call it beer and pizza money, right? Just to scratch that itch. All right, there you have it. That is the NHL for a Manic Monday. Man, hey, Joe Namath struggling. I've been struggling today with my. I think my lips are catching up ahead of my brain sometimes when I'm talking. But it is a Manic Monday, and we try to bring you the best here at the Raymond Report. All right, what do we got on deck here next? Let's go to the Gloria K's favorite time of the show, the Stats and Trends. Stats and Trends for your friends. And let's go to 80% Club. We'll take a look at the NHL. I got a feeling we might have some good ones here. All right, Avalanche, yeah, look at that. 11-1 as a home team after a non-division game. Flyers on the puck line since 1996, but this ain't your same type of Flyers. 35-5 as a home underdog versus non-conference opponent on the puck line. 87.5%. The Wild 11-2 after a home team after a division game the last 2 years. Pretty good right there. And what about any Capitals here? Anything on the Capitals? Chicago 9-2 ATS as an away team before a non-conference game this year. So there's that puck line on Chicago we're talking about, right? Could be worth a little bit of money. Let's take a look at the NBA. I might have to go to the old 80% Club. Yeah, look at that. Cavaliers 17-1 as a minus 9.5 home favorite, coming off a home win as a favorite last 7 years. And the Chicago Bulls 11-1 as a pick'em to a minus 3 away favorite, coming off a loss versus a Eastern Southern Division opponent since 96, 91.6%. And the Pacers, let me see, the under 10-1 for the New York Knicks as an away team after facing the LA Clippers. Did they play the Clippers last game? Yeah, I think so, right? After the Clippers last 10 years. So there you go. That is your 80% Club stats here today. Trends are your friends. What's up, Ray? What's up, Derek? How you doing, Derek Para? Hopefully you're having a good day. And let me see, did I miss anybody else? I saw somebody else. We saw Ball Cash. Hey, Ball Cash coming in with his party pumps there after he does his workout. Hey, he comes in when he's all party pumped up there. Hey, did 40 push-ups this morning. That's what I do every morning. I do 30 push-ups every morning. I do the, I got a routine in the morning. I do my push-ups, sit-ups, stretching. Hey, I don't know. Going to the gym doesn't attract me like it used to in my younger years, right? Spending an hour in the gym. I figure, you know what? Long walks and eating right equals a good gym workout right there. That's a lot better than 72%, says the sniper. All right, let's go to the top 25 trends on the sports betting options for today. And you can see last week, and let me go to the NFL. This weekend, let's see how accurate this was. Kansas City was the number 1 sports betting option this weekend. Green Bay number 2, Cincinnati number 3, and LA Rams number 4. And with a good Meatloaf song, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And again, rest in peace, Meatloaf. We lost a good one this weekend, but 2 out of 3, yeah, it ain't bad if you did bet the NFL. NBA, let's go to the National Basketball Association. Tonight, your number 1 betting option is the New Orleans Pelicans. New York Knicks, number 2, Phoenix, number 3, and the Cleveland Cavaliers at number 4. And let's take a look at the NHL. And there's Chicago, the number 1 betting option tonight on the board, plus 1.5 maybe. Dallas, number 2, LA Kings sitting at number 3, Washington, number 4, and there's Colorado sitting in the 5th. And folks, the way we sort these out goes by the cycle right here. And what you want to do is check out the cycle, check out the win percentage against the team they're facing. So they only got a 15% win percentage, so that's why we like the puck line. 7-15 on the road, and a 42.8% chance of winning tonight. And this is why when you look at the top sports betting option, you want to take a look at these factors, right? These indicators, what I call. All right, there you have it. That is the show in a nutshell. In fact, let me go to my ATS calculator. Let me do real quickly. I want to do one game here. I want to do the game between New York and Cleveland. Then we'll do Utah. And I don't normally do C-type games, right? NBA, this is atscalculator.com, and this is where we calculate all the analytics of the games. So let's go in New York. New York, it's up to you, New York. All right, Cleveland. Survey says. Home team, 5.39, 207.46. So, yeah, we do like Cleveland on the money line, not to cover the spread. And let's take a look. Utah against Phoenix. I got to take a look at the Utah lineup. What's going on with Utah? How come they're a 9-point underdog in this spot? Like, Utah's a pretty good team, eh? And normally when the line's out, something's up. And right now, all right, Gobert, game time. Whiteside's out. Mitchell out. So that's why the line is 9, right? My good friend Ross Benjamin always says it all the time. When you see something up with the line, go. The line will always tell you something's up. All right, so Phoenix against Utah, and we do have Phoenix winning 2.58, 2.18. So again, because player availability will be a factor here tonight, that's why this line is a bit off today. All right, there you have it. 250 push-up guy. Wow, I'm a 250 push-up guy, says Ball Cash. Are you serious? You do 250 every morning? How old are you, Ball Cash? Hey, if you're over 40 or 50, I'm really impressed. If you're in your 20s, well, join the club. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 250 push-ups. Yeah, I did 40 this morning. I felt good this morning. I normally do 30. I said, you know what? I got an extra 10 in me today. Hey, I got 10 more in me, and I gave her. Maybe I'll do another 10 just to make it a 50. I got 210 more to catch up to you. Chiefs and Bills game was the year. The game. Yeah, you know what? I already talked about that game this morning. Buffalo, being a Buffalo Bill fan, heartbroken. But after 4 straight Super Bowls of losing, it took me a while to get over that. Bulls look solid, but injuries scare me, says Derek. Yeah, and you know what? It looks like Zach LaVine is a game time decision. I thought his knee was going to keep him out longer than that, but you know what? Pretty good. 45. Hey, that's awesome. 45 and 250. Hey, respect. Hey, that little meme there with the little guy there? Respect. I'll get my respect hat for you there, Ball Cash. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for showing up here on a Monday, a Manic Monday, January 24th. Keep your eyes off the stock market because you'll be depressed real quick. And just zoom out and go have a great lunch and maybe push off another 250 push-ups like Ball Cash. All right, folks. We'll see you back here on a Ruby Tuesday. And hope you didn't throw that cutting board out to Oh, no. Hey, yeah, you know what? I'll bring it on the show tomorrow. John sent me a beautiful cutting board on the weekend. My wife says, you need to stain it. You don't want to cut it. I said, I think it's already stained. I said, it's a maple wood. And she goes, no, I think we need to. I said, let me ask him. And I don't think, so what do you think? Do you think we should stain that? Or I told her no. I said, no, it's beautiful the way it is. I said, if you're going to do it, use the other side, right? Don't use the logo side. If you're going to cut on the other side. Hey, John, you don't stain that. Thanks, Ron, and good luck, says Lance LaRose. Great show, Derek Pear. Thank you, Derek, with the clap. Hey, if you're with me, give me 2. Yeah, let me see what you say there. Have a good day, Mr. Ron. Don't forget, go Niners, says Chico. It's food grade finish. It's food grade finish. All right. I told her no, we're not staining it. It's nice the way I love the texture to it. It's nice and smooth. All right, thanks a lot again, John. Appreciate it, and I'll bring it on the show here tomorrow. I'll show people. Hey, maybe we can get you a little bit of business. Maybe send the people get you a little side hustle there to Johnny. All right, guys, have yourself a great rest of your Manic Monday, and I'll see you back on a Ruby Tuesday. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Rain Report. Cheers. Oh, hasta la vista, baby. See you mañana.